was the final thing that made him go, okay, I'm going to start killing people?
Well, in part, and this actually goes back to that theory of the golden age of serial killers, the sexually compelled serial killers that we spend a lot of media energy on. A lot of them have talked about those true detective magazines in the 1950s and 60s of scantily clad, bound, terrified women that they fixated on. He's one of those. When he was 14, he found a magazine under the driver's seat of his dad's car, and as he's developing into a sexual person, he's devouring these magazines. He already had been binding himself, and it was feeling good to him. So bondage, that image of a terrified woman, his desire to dominate women because women had humiliated him, and his desire to be famous. And he saw on these magazines stories about H.H. Holmes and Harvey Glattman and people like that. And then he saw all the media attention to Ted Bundy and some of the 70s serial killers, and he wanted that too. So his fantasy life is what propelled him. He was thinking all about these things and imagining himself as one of those elite serial killers. And so when he saw a woman and her daughter walking, and he followed them home, and he looked at the house, and he already had envisioned himself in this kind of spy James Bond way. So he decided just to go do it. Let's try it. And right before then, he had already been breaking into houses, and he had tried to abduct somebody in a parking lot. That had failed. But this time he went into the house, and he took total command. He killed 4 people in his first time out.
Jeez. So this just came from quixotic thinking, right? He just romanticized it. It was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yep.
There's such a